is up, kings, queens, jokers, and jacks? Coming at you with another Chipper Boy video. This one is kind of more about things that I've been going through and an issue, not an issue necessarily, but something I've been going through recently. Not recently, actually, all my life really. And it's that I don't really know if I have really any friends for real. Like, I don't know if I want any friends. I don't know if the friends I have are genuine. I don't know if the relationships I have with my friends are right. I don't know if the relationships are good for me or good for them, or is worth it to have. I've cut off a lot of people, cut off a lot of people in my life, and I'm not sure if they were right decisions or wrong decisions. I haven't cut off that many people, but I've cut off a few people. And I feel like my life overall is better without them. Not necessarily like a dig on them. Is that what it's called, a dig? A diss? Diss on them. Had a boomer moment there. I just don't know what a dig means. Dig? I'll dig a hole. But not to diss them, it's just like, diss sounds weird, it sounds cringy. Not to diss them, it sounds like, like a 2000s thing. But not to diss them, but it's fuck. I just feel like my life has been overall progressing. I'm still suffering every day, a lot, but I feel like I'm on the right track. I've been doing some really good things. But I haven't hung out with friends in like a month or two. And before the last time I hung out with friends, okay, look, the amount of times I've hung out with friends in the past year I could count them on one finger, or one hand or two hands probably. And they were cool. I liked hanging out with them most of the time, but I was either on the back end of it, in the back of my mind while hanging out with them, I was either extremely anxious or I was secretly, but I was kind of secretly hating on them. But I was mainly just hating on myself. I had those three things in the back of my mind. Hating on them, thinking they were not dumb, but just, I don't know. I think it's a defense mechanism I have to just to label people or cross them out in my mind. When the second I feel disrespected, or the second I feel hurt or not heard or left out, which is a lot. Which is also part of my insecurities. It's all an insecurity, obviously, but it compounds on itself very easily and very insidiously. Not necessarily insidious, very what's the word? It compounds, and it's very harsh when it compounds, and it frequently compounds on itself. I feel like I'm not making good conversation, I'm not pleasing them, and they're gonna hate me or they're gonna dislike me. And at the same time, or maybe in slightly other situations with the friends that I have, I feel like, and I'm talking about in real life friends. Online friends, it's kind of the same way. It's not really the same way, but I don't really count online friends as friends, really. I might have had more meaningful interactions with people online that I know, but I wouldn't call those friends, really. I would call those online friends, not friends. Okay, hopefully that's better. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, this is better, but stop moving so much. Boy. Stay there. stay there. Back on my point. I accidentally stopped the video. God, now I'm just going sinking in. Okay. Gosh darn it. Can I move slowly, just slightly? Down. There. Oh my God. There we go. I'll just lean down. I really lost track of thought, kind of. Yeah, I don't know if I really have friends like that, because, like I said, it's either I secretly am hating them, or I'm secretly hating myself, or what was the other one? I don't know. Or I'm scared that they don't like me or some shit like that, and it all compounds on itself, and it makes sometimes being with my friends really annoying and really almost way more painful than it is pleasurable. And at the same time, I don't know if I have a great relationship with my friends at all. You know, like I'd give up my life for them, but I'd give up my life for anybody. But it's like, I don't know. I look at my friends and it's just like the activities they do, you know. Not that the activity I do, not that the activities I do are better, really, but just and maybe I'm just being too critical. I don't know. I wish I just had people more, maybe thoughtful. They are thoughtful, but it's different. I don't really know my feelings for the situation too much. I don't know if my friends are right for me. I don't know if I'm right for my friends either. I don't know if I'm right for any friends, you know. I haven't really met anybody who's like me, you know. But I don't know how I would convince someone. I don't really show this side of me to people. You know, this more thoughtful side. I think I act a lot dumber in person. And that's also a reason for a lot of my insecurities and a lot of my things is, and I act dumber partly because I'm so anxious all the time. And because I'm just like, I'm afraid of judgment. I'm afraid of if they won't like me. I'm afraid of if they'll make fun of me, or I'm basically afraid that they'll secretly hate me and they'll secretly kind of not want to hang out with me anymore. You know? And it's been kind of feeling like that. But it's also a lot or all in my insecurities and my beliefs and fears, emotions. But it kind of felt like I was always being the one to make the first move, you know, and I was always the one to get the hangout together. No one's invited me to a hangout in a long time. But even if they did invite, no, people have, I suppose. I don't know, I can't remember. But if they did, I don't know if I would even accept, really. Because I don't know if I even want to be with friends right now in this point in my life. I don't know if I want to risk the anxiety. I don't know if I should focus on loving myself and being more happy and open and accepting of myself first before making friends or being with my friends. I'm never this thoughtful when I'm talking. And the shame is getting at me. And I feel like, you know, I have feelings or thoughts that are saying, I'm talking too smart right now, or I'm being too honest. And it's painful. The feelings and thoughts. I don't know. It's not really a thought necessarily. Maybe a broken down thought, or like a thought that is only a feeling. But I guess that is just a feeling, right? Or is it? I got a lot to figure out. I mean, I'm also a believer. I'm not a believer, but I'm a heavy considerer that deep down everybody knows everything about everything, and everything is one, and everything is smartest thing in existence. It's all in our subconscious, but it's just that our conscious is, we're having a hard time, partly because we're programmed, and partly because programmed by the government, the elites and everything, and also partly because maybe it's hard naturally to truly reach the subconscious, you know? Yeah. So yeah, anyways, about my friends, I don't know if I really have any true friends like that. I don't think I do, honestly. At least none now. At least the ones that I do have now, I don't really consider them true friends. At least not yet. I don't really have any friends now. Like, I don't have that many. Yeah. It's a lonely life. At the same time, I haven't really, maybe I have, but maybe I don't know if I have really wanted friends like that recently, at least. I really want to just, my main focus is just growth and getting out of this abusive household that I'm living in, and being able to be in an environment where I'm able to find myself and be with myself and be at peace. And if I do that, then I'll be able to build up the confidence and power and knowledge to do the rest of my passions in life, which are plentiful. I have many, hundreds and thousands, tens and millions of dreams and passions and interests that I all plan on doing if I'm blessed enough. I plan on doing all of them and more, but the question is if I'm blessed enough to still be alive and breathe, you know, or at least be alive. If I still am able to think, and if I'm still able to be alive, then I can do anything. I don't care if I become a paralyzed person, I'll get unparalyzed. I'm not powerful. I don't care if I get my arms chopped off, I'll grow them back. I'm a true believer of that. So, I don't know, maybe I'm overcompensating. I don't know. But period, I mean, I'm a true believer of that. I don't think that's me just overcompensating because I'm justifying being alone or something. But, yeah. I don't know. It would be really cool to have a brother, you know? It would be really cool to have someone that we could get better with each other together, you know? And have fun together. And have like true fun together. And hype ourselves up and seek knowledge together and seek passions and our interests and learn skills together. You know, learn different interests and different passions, but be together while we're doing it and build each other up. It'd be fun to have something like that in my life. Maybe I'll get that someday. I likely will. God, I'm gonna look back on this and I'm gonna be so proud of myself. I'm gonna look back on this video and hopefully, whether you're watching this at 1 view, whether you're watching this at 200 million views or more, I hope that it inspired you. I hope that you have an amazing life, death, and afterlife. Peace, love, joy, serenity, clarity, openness, happiness, soulfulness, godliness, cleanliness, healthiness, purity, good energy, positive energy, everything good, and all my love, and all the love. Amen. 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 I hope that I don't know, am I giving advice to you, or am I giving advice and talking about myself? Maybe I'm doing both. I don't know, it's kind of an unfinished thought, you know. I'm just saying I have no real friends, really. Or at least, maybe I do and I just don't realize it yet, or I haven't really pursued that yet. Or it hasn't come into my life, you know. I haven't attracted it yet. But I'll get there, I'll grow. It's about me, it's about my work. I hate when people say work. It's not really work. It's not work. It's not grind. It's not really about grind. It's about passion and love and curiosity and creative passion and creative spirit and the spark. It's not about grinding. Grinding, I've tried to grind so much. I've tried so many habit trackers. And they worked for a little bit. Can never really get it consistent. Most I got it consistent with was like 56 habits for like a month. Doing them every day or almost every day. And the one day I failed where it was, or got almost all of them wrong, was the last day of the habit tracker. You know, just a little hint into my self-destructive tendencies. Anyways, I'm talking a lot about self-destruction in this. I don't know if it's a theme, but it's also self-bringing me upness. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm bringing myself up too, with God and the universe and everybody. Am I a little crazy? Yeah, I'm a little weird. I'm different, like my shirt says. I might make merch. No, I won't make merch when I'm older. I'm not gonna have any merch. My brand is probably gonna become these shirts, you know. I got this idea from Anthony Padilla. Is it Padilla or Padilla? I think it's Padilla. You know how we said you got the Anthony Padilla shit on. Yes, he got written on. I always, when I first saw him wear that, I loved it, you know. And it took me like 6 years after seeing that video, but I finally started making my own t-shirts. Just writing with Sharpie. Sharpie actually, it lasts when you put it in the washer. Like it stays there for the most part. Good idea. You think you guys should do it too, you know? I'm different. Am I really? Maybe. I don't even know if I'm different or not from a piece of sand or that another person. I don't know. I think I am, but I might not be. You know? Anyways, how does that have to do with friends? I don't know. I'm kind of rambling. It's fine. It's my video. You're still here, which I appreciate. And I appreciate everyone who clicked off as well. You guys all got my prayer, you know? Y'all all got my prayer. You got an amazing life, death, and afterlife of the peace, love, joy, serenity, clarity, openness, happiness, soulfulness, kindness, goodness, healthiness, purity, good energy, positive energy, everything good and all my love. Amen. 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 Everybody watching this video. Everybody who clicked on this video. Everyone who saw this video. Everybody around me. Everybody in the whole wide world. Everyone in the universe. Everyone and everything. Everything everywhere. All at once. Everybody. Yeah, okay, I don't know. I guess it's the end of the video, maybe. Maybe I got 30 more minutes. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I think I do know. I think I'm gonna end it pretty soon. Love you. Have an amazing life, death, and afterlife. You kings, queens, jokers, and jacks. Saluting to you. I got the face cam. Triple boy out. Mwah.